The color of war. How psychology shapes military tactics. Warfare has always been a crucial part of human history, and as times have changed, so have the strategies and tactics employed in battle. However, one constant factor in the success or failure of military campaigns has been the importance of psychology. One area of interest in recent years is the psychology of color and how it can impact military tactics and outcomes. The Swedish uniform debacle. The story of the Swedish military's yellow uniform in the 17th century is a prime example of how psychology and color can play a role in military strategy. At the time, the Swedish government issued a bright yellow uniform with a long flowing cape to its soldiers in an effort to make them look more intimidating. The idea was that the uniform would make soldiers stand out on the battlefield and strike fear into the hearts of their enemies. Unfortunately, the plan backfired. The bright yellow color of the uniform actually made soldiers more vulnerable by making them stand out more to enemy combatants. This was demonstrated when the Swedish army suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of the Danes during the Battle of Lund in 1676. The yellow uniforms made the Swedish soldiers easy targets, and the Danes were able to exploit this weakness to gain a decisive advantage. Color and emotion. The psychology of color is a complex field, and researchers have long explored the ways in which colors can evoke emotions and influence behavior. In military contexts, color can play a key role in shaping the emotions and attitudes of soldiers and civilians alike. For example, the color red is often associated with danger, passion, and excitement. In military contexts, red can be used to signify danger or warning, as in the use of red flags to signal danger in naval warfare. Additionally, the color red can also be used to evoke feelings of passion or excitement, which can be useful in motivating soldiers or in propaganda campaigns. Conversely, the color blue is often associated with calmness, trust, and reliability. In military contexts, blue can be used to signal safety or reliability, as in the use of blue helmets by United Nations peacekeeping forces. Additionally, blue can also be used to evoke feelings of calmness and trust, which can be useful in situations where soldiers or civilians may be anxious or stressed. Color and perception. The psychology of color is also influenced by the way in which colors are perceived by the human eye and brain. For example, colors can appear differently depending on the lighting conditions or the surrounding colors. Understanding the perceptual factors that influence color can be important in military contexts, as it can help to ensure that colors are being used in the most effective way possible. For example, in a desert environment, a yellow uniform may be more effective at blending in with the sandy terrain than it would be in a forested environment. Similarly, in a nighttime setting, a uniform that appears green in daylight may appear gray or even white under different lighting conditions. Color and technology. Finally, the psychology of color is also influenced by technological factors, such as the types of materials and dyes used to create uniforms or camouflage. For example, advances in technology have allowed military forces to create more effective camouflage patterns that are better able to blend in with natural environments. Understanding the technological factors that influence color is important in military contexts, as it can help to ensure that uniforms and equipment are as effective as possible. By staying up to date on the latest advances in technology and color science, military leaders can ensure that their forces have the best possible equipment to succeed in their missions. Conclusion. The psychology of color is a critical factor in military tactics and outcomes. The story of the Swedish military's yellow uniform is just one example of how a single decision about color can have a significant impact on military outcomes. By taking into account the emotional, perceptual, cultural, and technological factors that influence color, military leaders can make informed decisions that maximize the effectiveness of their strategies. In today's world, where technology and warfare are constantly evolving, understanding the role of psychology and color in military strategy is more important than ever. Military leaders who are informed about the latest research in color science and psychology can make better decisions about the use of color in their tactics and equip their forces with the best possible equipment to succeed in their missions. Whether it's using red to signal danger or blue to evoke calmness and trust, understanding the psychology of color is a critical aspect of modern military strategy. The color of war may seem like a small detail, but it can have a big impact on military outcomes. By staying informed about the latest research in color science and psychology, military leaders can give their forces the best possible chance to succeed in the ever-evolving landscape of modern warfare.